What's good, people? It's Drill Entertainment Network, and I'm back again with another shooting location. Now, this one is actually different because all of the previous shooting locations have been for people who've passed away a while ago, except for YBZ. I covered that, I think a few days after he got killed. But this one is the newest shooting location I've done, as it happened, yesterday. Now, this is Jhitt from Bully Gang. Unfortunately, he was sadly murdered yesterday on the Trout River Bridge on I-95 at around 3:30 yesterday. Allegedly, a black sedan pulled up on him and opened fire, and he ended up crashing into a semi-truck. And you can just see the pictures; they're just horrible. But this is where it happened. News4Jack says it happened around the Trout River Bridge, so I don't know if it was actually on the bridge here or further down over here or over here. But it happened on the north side over here, as you can see. And right now, the traffic isn't that bad. But when it happened, it was like peak rush hour. Jhitt was in an olive green Challenger when a black sedan pulled up, started shooting at him, and he crashed out. And yeah, it's just gnarly what happened to him. But the crazy thing about this hit is this is literally almost exactly what happened to Mookie. Both of these guys were killed on the highway. They were driving their cars when another car pulled up, started shooting at them, and they ended up wrecking out on the highway. And broad daylight, in traffic in front of all these people. And the kind of concerning thing is that this seems to be becoming more common, just these broad daylight shootings just in the highway in front of hundreds of witnesses, because these guys know JSO is too stupid to figure out or to even attempt to discover who's actually doing this. So they know that, oh, I can just get away with this. I can just shoot someone broad daylight on the highway and nothing's going to happen. But yeah, this is what happened. It was a giant clusterfuck on the highway. They shut down all these lanes of traffic, basically, and all for nothing, because no one's been arrested. JSO did say they're processing the vehicle or whatever, the victim's vehicle, but they're probably not going to find shit. And no one's probably going to face justice for this, as usual, because this is Jacksonville. But yeah, man, R.I.P. Jhitt. He was an alright rapper. I mean, he just didn't put out too much music. I wanted to give him a chance, because I used to listen to him on Fuck the Ops. That's a really good song, and I just kind of was okay, he's decent. Everyone's making fun of him saying he's shit, but I think he's actually pretty good. I wanted to listen to more music, but he didn't really have that much music, because Jhitt, he wasn't really a rapper. He was just kind of a street dude who rapped sometimes, but his main thing was scamming, drug dealing, that sort of stuff. That's why he was 18 years old driving around a goddamn Dodge Challenger. But yeah, unfortunately, he got caught lacking and died. Now the guys who did it, allegedly this is Backstreet's work. The youngins are going crazy, man. They allegedly got YBZ last month, and now they're getting this guy, and this is just insane. This whole thing they've been going ham because of the whole cemetery pic they took back in I don't know, March or something. They took that picture dissing 23's gravesite, and now two of the people in that picture are dead. They're going crazy about this picture, and I really did not expect this reaction just for some picture, just a picture. And now two of these dudes are dead. That's crazy. And you can see this is what people say is Fulio is sacrificing people, because he kind of is. I mean, you can see what Fulio does is he literally goes there, hangs out with 6 Block for a few days, goes to a cemetery to disrespect the dead op, and then kids end up getting killed, and Fulio just disappears and leaves the city once again. He just comes to Jacksonville, starts shit, and then just disappears. Which is I don't know. Fulio's just not doing his job right as the head honcho of 6 Block. The reason that AV6 is getting their asses kicked recently is because they're not funding their guys. What's supposed to happen in a gang like this is once you have popular rappers, the popular rappers get the money, and then they drop bags on their ops and supply guns, supply drugs, money, lawyer fees, court fees, all that shit to make sure their shooters are out. They're funding the war, basically. They're the breadwinners. And what's going on with AV6 is Fulio wasn't funding shit, so then K Shorty and Tufo and all these guys stepped up and started, making money, doing their shit, and then they crashed out, basically. That's the issue with AV6 is their breadwinners are crashing out, and that's not good. You shouldn't have your people like K Shorty, like Lacraca, these guys crashing out and putting themselves in jeopardy. You guys aren't the ones who should be drilling. It should be the other people drilling for you. You know what I'm saying? These guys shouldn't be the ones doing that. They have other crash dummies to do that they'll pay for it. And the last dude who was actually doing it right was Mitch. He was dropping bags on people. He was funding the war. He was doing right. But he got murdered, in 2022. And ever since, it's just been fucked because Mitch was their last breadwinner. Because think about this. Fulio is not funding his guys. Mitch is dead. K Shorty's in prison. Tufo's in prison. LaCracka, yeah, he's a kind of a decent rapper, but he's just not putting out music, and he doesn't have enough money to like fund an entire war. Compare that to like ATK, which has got Ace, that's got like GMK, all these guys like dropping bags, giving their guys money, paying their lawyer fees. Look at 1200, they got Spinabenz, WAP, J-Dot, funding their guys, dropping money. You look at their youngers, man. Look at the young members. Follow these guys on Instagram. You can see the Backstreet youngers, the ATK youngers, the 1200 youngers. They're all dripped out. They're all doing well financially. And you look at 6 Block, AV6, and it's got like, okay, Jake Jhitt and Max, and these guys have like a tiny little drug deal operation going on. They got a tiny little scam operation going on. It's enough to buy some nice clothes and some cars, but it's not enough to like fund a goddamn gang war, and that's why they're losing, unfortunately. Now, this is just sad, and Fulio really needs to just do better for his guys, man, because this is like, Fulio, he could be like, if he doesn't want to be involved in the gang war, he just wants to leave that shit behind. Okay, I respect that. Lil Papa does that. He doesn't get involved with any of this shit, really. He just does his own thing as an artist. The thing is, Fulio, he wants it both ways. He wants his cake. He wants to have his cake and eat it too. He wants to be able to diss dead ops and get involved with all the Jacksonville bullshit, the drama. But he also wants to just go hide in LA and not spend money on his guys who are actually out there making the packs for him. That's why I think Fulio's kind of scummy, because it's like, he wants it both ways. He wants to just be able to just chill and not do anything, not pay for his guys, but reap the rewards of the gang war without actually paying his guys or funding them or funding his block or anything like that. But tangent over, that's really, I think that's a big reason why the ADK side is winning the war more recently. But yeah, RIP Jake Jhitt, man. He was a funny dude. I mean, people like dissed him a lot for being kind of chubby, but he really didn't deserve to go out like that. That was brutal, man. I mean, just damn, like that's just rough what happened to him. So yeah, just RIP Jake Jhitt, and yeah, I'm out of here.